In this video, we're going to meal prep 10 different dishes that are vegan, gluten-free, healthy, and high protein so that you'll have lots of different delicious dishes to choose from throughout the week. I'm meal prepping for 2 people, so it's gonna give us enough meals for approximately 6 days. I'm gonna be showing you guys all the different components that I meal prep, from grains and starches to proteins, veggies, sauces, and more. As I go through the meal prep, I'll also be showing you guys the order in which I prepare everything, just to help you guys maximize your time, because your time is very precious. So this meal prep is more of a food prep, kind of like my last meal prep video, where we're just kind of creating a bunch of different components that you can put together throughout the week to create tons of different options that you can mix and match depending on what you feel like eating that day. So this meal prep will take you about 3 to 4 hours, which might seem like a long time, but it's really honestly such a time saver throughout the week. And depending on how fast you cook and prep your ingredients, this could take you even less than 3 to 4 hours. So before we get into the meal prep, here is a shopping list of all the ingredients that you're going to need for this meal prep. So feel free to pause the video right here so that you can just take a look at all the ingredients, go to your kitchen, see what you already have from the list, and write down what you're gonna need to buy. Like I just mentioned, I broke down my meal prep into components. So basically here's an overview of all the different components that we're gonna be making. From grains and starches, we've got our proteins, we've got a list of veggies here, and some sauces as well. Okay, so we're gonna get started by working through our list, which is here for you, here for me. I'm gonna start with pressure cooking my chickpeas because those will take a little while, and I also need those chickpeas for other recipes I'll be making a little later today. So let's cook them. While they're cooking in the Instant Pot, I'm gonna be working on my coconut rice. I have been making this recipe for probably like 10 years. It's so good. I've practically memorized it by now, and it is so simple. Pretty much all we're doing is we're cooking rice. You can really use whatever rice you like. I'm using jasmine rice. We're just cooking it in equal parts coconut milk and veggie broth. And then from there you can add other spices if you like. I'll be adding minced ginger, which just makes it so much more flavorful, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. And it is so good. It's so fluffy and creamy and coconutty, and it's like such an amazing summery rice dish. That coconut rice is gonna be so tasty in my butter chickpeas, which I'll be making a little bit later today. It's gonna be really nice with some like Buddha bowls, Nourish bowls, whatever you wanna call them. Oh, I just love coconut rice so much. Well, looky at Janelle, not being predictable at all, meal prepping up a boatload of sweet potatoes. What can I say? I am a creature of habit, and I love me some sweet potatoes. I opted to go for Japanese sweet potatoes this week. I just did regular sweet potatoes last week. And, you know, I'm just gonna keep it really simple. I like to have, you know, a few starches and grains on hand. So today I'm just going to be roasting these in the oven. Ugh, if I can cut through this one. That's a big sweet potato. Okay, we're gonna go this way first. Yeah, we're gonna be just roasting these in the oven with some oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. And it's gonna be a good time. There we go. Ready to go in the oven. Okay, moving on to the next step of our prep, we are going to prepare our soy curls. Now, if you are not familiar with soy curls, they are the chicken of the plant world, and basically they are a whole soybean product. The only ingredient in these soy curls is the whole soybean, and they're incredibly nutritious. They're high in fiber, very high in protein. Each serving is like, how many grams of protein? 11 grams of protein just in this one, or just in one serving, which is amazing. So in order to use them though, you have to rehydrate them. So all you have to do is pour out your soy curls. In my case, I'm gonna be rehydrating the whole bag because I'm going to use half of them for one recipe, half of them for another. So you just gotta pour some boiling hot water over them. And, you know, use a big bowl, kind of like what I'm using, and basically add enough water to more than cover the soy curls, but, you know, about an inch from the top of your bowl. I pretty much filled up my kettle the whole way. And then just cover it with a plate and let them rehydrate for like 10 minutes. And just like that, they are nice and soft and rehydrated. Now, all we have to do is drain them. I'm just using a wooden spoon and I've drained the water out in a colander. And I'm just kind of pressing them right into the colander just to kind of squeeze out as much water as I can. Okay, so I have two different bowls here because I'm going to divide the soy curls as evenly as I can between these two bowls, as I'm going to be kind of making two different recipes with the soy curls. One of them is going to be a barbecued soy curl, kind of almost like barbecue chicken. And the other one I'm going to be turning into like a chicken salad. And if I haven't already mentioned, soy curls, once they're hydrated, are like super meaty, which is why they're so popular. They really do like resemble the texture of like chicken or beef or pork, kind of like shredded meat. It's just so nice and soft, and it's a total flavor sponge, much like tofu is. And I just love using soy curls. They fry up really nicely, they air fry, they get really crispy. They're like the ultimate plant-based meat alternative, and I just love that they're so healthy and they're a single ingredient. So let's turn these into something totally delicious. Sorry for the background noise. That is my air fryer toaster oven heating up. So it is incredibly simple to make barbecue soy curls, barbecue chicken, if you want to call it. That's really what we're trying to go for here. It's so simple. All you have to do is literally add barbecue sauce, pour it over your soy curls, give them a toss, and put them on an oil-lined air fryer tray. And pop them in the air fryer and let them fry up for like 20 to 22 minutes until they're nice and crispy and golden. And oh my gosh, you can put them on top of a pizza, you can put them in a sandwich, in a wrap, in a pita, you can put them in salads and all sorts of rice bowls, and they're just so good. Somebody stop me. I can't stop eating these. Okay, we're just gonna let those cool, and then we're going to pretty much pack them up, put them in a meal prep storage container, pop them in the fridge. Speaking of which, my Japanese sweet potatoes are also finished, so I'm just letting them cool a bit, but once they are not so hot, I'm gonna also pack them up, put them in the fridge so I can move on to other stuff. I'm almost through with the cooking portion of the day. I'm going to move on now to making my tofu croutons. They're so easy to make. Really, all you have to do is chop up some firm or extra firm tofu, put it in a bowl, and toss it with some nutritional yeast, some soy sauce, and garlic powder, and onion powder if you're feeling, you know, like extra fancy. And put it on a baking tray, and you can either bake it in the oven for like 40 minutes at 425 Fahrenheit, or if you want it to be like next level crispy, you can put it in the air fryer. If I'm just doing like a small batch of crispy baked tofu, that's usually what I'll do. Let's now move on to making our butter chickpeas. Now that we have our chickpeas cooked, I've got a bunch of them just cooling in the container. I scooped some out, and now I have about 4 cups reserved for butter chickpeas, and the rest is all very easy. Okay, let's just chop right into it. So, for making butter cheese, for making butter chickpeas, you need chickpeas. These can be canned, of course, if you didn't make your own. You need a can of coconut milk. You need tomato sauce. Now, I don't really keep tomato sauce on hand, so I just always have tomato paste on hand, and what I do is I just mix it in like a jug of water to give me the right amount of tomato sauce. So like I'm probably gonna mix this to be about 2 cups of tomato sauce. It's a totally brilliant hack. You're welcome. You need a handful of spices. These ones, because it'll take me too long to say them all. Then you need some diced onion, garlic, and ginger. Okay, so you just gotta warm up some water or oil in a saucepan, like a pretty deep saucepan, and then add some minced garlic, ginger, and onion. Let that saute for 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, now we want to let our spices toast, and you're just going to add them to the onions and the garlic and ginger, give it a little stir, and then just kind of cook it uncovered like this for about a minute, just to kind of let the spices release some of their oils and become extra aromatic and delicious. So here is my tomato paste that I diluted in water. We're just going to pour that over. A can of coconut milk. And our cooked chickpeas. So now you just gotta cover that, let it cook for like 20-ish minutes until the color deepens beautifully. It's gonna smell so very scrumptious and spicy, and it's gonna be creamy. It's gonna thicken up a little bit. I'm gonna be eating this stuff all week, baby. One of my favorite meals. I make it a few times a month, pretty much every month. Seriously, today, every time I've tried to film something in my kitchen, a big, loud, noisy garbage truck comes through my street and makes it so loud. Why? Why you do this to me? Now that I've been caught filming the garbage truck men, let's make some soy curl chicken salad. Soy curl chicken salad is one of like the first soy curl recipes I think I ever really experimented with, and this recipe is actually on my YouTube channel already, so check it out for the full details and stuff. But it's crunchy, it's chewy, it's textural, it's chunky, it's just like so hearty and so protein packed that it just makes for like amazing lunches. Throw it in a sandwich, throw it in a wrap, just eat it on its own, put it on a bowl of greens or another grain if you want, and like, oh, so good. Obligatory taste test. Tastes like yes. Also, pro tip, the longer this sits in the fridge, like overnight ideally, the better it tastes in the morning. Oh my gosh. Every freaking time I grate a carrot, this is what happens. Why am I like this? Why? Why do I injure myself every time I cook? Okay, so the next salad that we're going to be tackling is a curried chickpea salad, and I'm going to be kind of slightly switching it up this time around by adding some black lentils. I actually recently just found these black lentils at Walmart for the first time. Focus, please, focus. And I've never used black lentils before, I don't think. So I'm gonna add those in. I'm gonna slightly make this recipe a bit bigger so it can last me for longer throughout the week. And it's packed with veggies. We've got celery and carrots and crisp, juicy apples. We've got onion, plus this delicious sweet curry sauce that we're going to make. And oh, it comes together so beautifully. The full recipe you guys can check out on the channel. Channel? Did I just say channel? Okay, but yeah, I'm just like really into the salads this week, you guys, because it's hot. It's a hot week already, and just not having to do much cooking and eating nice cold chilly meals throughout the week is going to be such a nice help. And this girl does not like cooking in the sweaty heat. Nah, 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 nah. Incoming taste test. I have no words, just gestures. So here we are, it's the end of the week, and Brad and I demolished this meal prep, you guys. Like, we so enjoyed this meal prep this week. There's just so much amazing variety, and it was so satisfying. We were just able to create so many awesome little meals, and you know, sometimes we didn't really feel like eating a big meal, so we just had like a little salad, you know, that I made. Or if you're feeling a little bit hungrier, you can have a few different kinds of proteins and starches and just like mix all sorts of things into big delicious bowls. And yeah, it was a really good week. I would definitely recommend you guys do a meal prep like this, and let me know in a comment below if there's anything specific that you need help with when it comes to meal prep or food prep. I totally want to be here to help you guys. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe below, and feel free to watch my other meal prep video right here. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye-bye!